Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to all of you? I'm sure yes. Friends, I am Rajendra Bhatia from CreativEdge, and we are live. We are live in our studio as well as through YouTube, um, and we are going to talk about the NATA result and thereafter. Now, NATA result, everybody knows that this is the National Aptitude Test for Architecture. And what are we going to do today? At least understand the procedure of how to take admission into a decent, a good architecture college. Okay. So, friends, for those who do not know about me, I have been into um, guiding students for last 25 years for different design colleges, and ever since appearance of NATA as the entrance test for architecture college, I have been involved into guiding students to top architecture colleges throughout India. Well, I know I have got all my students, more than 400 students, um, who are already connected to me, and there are many students from outside going to join me in this live session. But then, friends, that's where uh, I will be helping out all of you. I have been receiving a lot of your communication regarding numbers. Now, let me tell you, friends, that this number will not be of any use unless you take up my Google form, which is on the chat also. And my students can get it on their WhatsApp, the Google form, and as you log into our portal. Fine. So you get this Google form, you need to fill it. There are certain slots which I'll be reading out separately for you. You want to hear the details of the Google form? Your name, your mobile number, WhatsApp number, email ID, father's name, father father mobile number, class 12 percentage, NATA score, JEE percentile in case that also is there with you, although not very much required. Your city of residence, that is very important for me, and your preferred state for the architecture college. And if you require a personal counseling, say yes. If you don't require, you don't fill up the form. You don't need to have the no into it. Okay. I don't take it only for information. I take it only for counseling. The slot there, those are available for you all for a personal counseling. Slot number 1 is tomorrow, 3 p.m. Slot number 2 is 4:30 p.m. tomorrow itself, and slot number 3 is 6 p.m. So there are three slot, 3, 4:30, and 6 p.m. Then slot number 4 will be on 11th of September, and slot number 5 will be on 12th of September. Now, no one will be entertained twice in the slot because that will be a very confined number of seats in each slot, and I will be almost taking then the personal kind of a counseling. Okay. So, friends, I don't wait any further. I think I should be talking now on what should be the procedure. Allow me to a minute in between so that I can just need a straightwise those two forms. Okay, just a second, friends. I am coming back to this. Okay, each state we have different kind of a board or committee which allow you the admission in architecture colleges. I think this also I'll be reading out once you are ready with your pen and paper. Now, this kind of a meeting is once for all, and I think anybody missing it out can only go for a playback and then get on with the process of admission. I'll start this way. Who all are architects in India? Many of you may not be knowing, despite taking up an interest as with architecture with NATA. Many of you may not be knowing that the process that you are going in with is for a gazetted officer rank in India. You all know who all are gazetted people in India? People who have got a registration number in the Gazette of Government of India. They are the gazetted people. So any architect is a gazetted person. For example, you know about doctors. Doctors are gazetted people. You know your school principal is a gazetted officer. You know all the professors permanent employed with the mm, colleges. They are gazetted officers. Of course, the principal of the college, and then the all the lawyers, all the accountants, they are gazetted people that they have got a registration, and they are the responsible citizen of the country for the fact that they are given a rank of gazetted registration. So registration in the Gazette of India. Now, this is what you are going to go for. Now, let me talk about the architecture colleges. We are in a situation, we have got almost 600 architecture colleges in India. So there are many seats available, many seats available. But are they all very good colleges? With due respect, they are not. There are many colleges, they are just having a kind of a formality. Yes, once you are in an architecture college, you are bound to get through a degree with Council of Architecture. But the study material, the syllabus every year being revised, or forget about every year, every fortnightly revised are done by some of the top architecture colleges. This is a dynamic course. This is like what you see medical practitioners. You see them, they adopt new medicines. There was corona recently. There was no vaccine available in the beginning of corona, November 19, 20, whatever, till we got a vaccine very recently. So how the things went on, like it was a dynamism of every day. Like there was no treatment, then there was a treatment. There was no vaccine, then there is a vaccine. Similarly, in architecture, there is improvement, development almost every week. And that's where I say, my friends, you should be studying in a very good college. There were a couple of my students, they almost came in to argue with me. Sir, you are recommending a college wherein the first batch has not even been out. Don't go for that. Please try to study the architecture college once the Council of Architecture has given them a permission to be an architecture college. Please try to read their credential. Yes, I agree. There are colleges whose alumni are well placed, so they attract most of the candidate. But they have got their level of giving you an admission. Where you stand with your marks is what you have to see. So friends, you will be suggested, of course, as far as my students are concerned, or even if you are an outsider to me and you are applying with me for a personal counseling, um, fees or no fees, I will be giving a personal counseling for taking admission in a proper, most suitable college for you. I do not guarantee about the college, but most suitable as per your number. Yes, I will give you a range of college where you can apply with. I will come on to the procedure of application just now, maybe in another 5 minutes. But let me explain you why you should be selecting a particular college or particular kind of college is also for the reason that there is no withdrawal, there is no lateral entry. Suppose you have studied in a B grade architecture college and you are getting a vacancy in A grade college next year. There is no lateral entry. That means you don't get entry into the second year of another architecture college. Not allowed by Council of Architecture. So you have to withdraw and reapply with another one where you think that you were more, it was more suitable. As such, friends, it is 5 year course, and withdrawing after 1 year or 2 year and then coming on to the next college, friends, it's very difficult. It's very difficult, particularly if I look at girls. Now they have done higher secondary when they were about to complete their 18 years of age. Another 5 years they are 23, 2 years for internship, or maybe another 2 years for PG and 2 years for internship. You are almost an old girl by the time you start practicing your architecture. So friends, you have to be very very selective in case you are, and there are many candidates I know that they take 1 year drop to take admission in an architecture college. So age factor do matter to start your career. The ideal would be to start your career around 24, 25 years of your age, or maybe for boys it could be 27 years of your age. Not beyond that. I mean, it become a little kind of a, you start feeling stale if you keep on studying and you do not start a career, you do not start your practice. So, friends, I would like you to be very choosy in your first year itself about the college, and even if it is required for you to shift over from your original state to another state for your comfort zone, for and of course the credential of the architecture college, you should go for it. Of course, economy as per your parents' income thing, how much you would like to spend on it, that also will matter, but doesn't matter as unless and until you have got very good score. Because even very high fees structure colleges or cozy colleges do have got very good study, but then they have got high charges. May not be for the actual fees, the basic fees of architecture, because that is well controlled by Council of Architecture, but other facilities that they provide, they are going to charge you, of course. Many of them have got very cozy hostel, and then of course you have to pay for that. However, all said and done, architecture course is comparatively economical in India. I mean, there is no comparison in India to abroad. When we talk about architects of other countries, they are doing much better in their income group, no doubt about that. And their employability or their chances of growing into a successful architect is better in other countries because they got more development going on. Not that we don't have development in India, we have got fantastic development going on. But the thing is, the bidding for best of the architecture structure is for the Indian architects as well as architects from abroad. There are many companies who come to India and fetch the tender, like they get the tender and then they start working. So I mean, that's beyond my range what I'm talking about right now. My range is confined to, let us say, how to take an entry. Okay, friends, So we have just to check with how many of them are there in this meeting.
70 viewers. 70.
Okay, friends. Now let us get on to the procedure. Firstly, many of you may be interested in knowing their state procedure. Most of the states in India have got DTE, Director of Technical Education. They have got the whole list of the state which are registered with Council of Architecture also. First of all, you must also know that it is only Council of Architecture which allow a college to conduct a course of architecture. Okay, because the degree is also provided by Council of Architecture. Okay, so COA is the governing body to all the architecture colleges in India. And this year they have gone so much that there were many states who were conducting their separate examination. They have almost nullified those exams by saying that you have to clear NATA for admission in an architecture college, because they are the one who are giving registration to the architecture college to conduct the course of architecture. Okay, so they are the one who are going to provide you the final degree. Maybe university also is permitted by Council of Architecture to conduct the course. So all universities, whether they are deemed universities or otherwise, government also, they have to have a kind of a registration with Council of Architecture to conduct their course. First thing. So most of the states, take off Madhya Pradesh, take off Himachal Pradesh, uh, Maharashtra, Manipur, name many of them. They have got DTE as the governing body to only give you admission in architecture colleges. However, they are not allowed to give you admission without a NATA score. We are not talking of JEE Main. JEE Main will also require NATA this year onward, but they will have their list through JEE Main for the government colleges, NITs, SPS, and of course, you know, IITs. There are two IITs who conduct the courses. But as far as NATA is concerned, once you have got NATA score, then the higher secondary score also matters in the admission. So what you have to do is to firstly look forward for the notification with the particular DTE for admission in architecture colleges. Keep looking into the website of, let's say you are a candidate from Madhya Pradesh. So DTE Bhopal or DTE MP, that is Director of Technical Education in Madhya Pradesh, will float a notification that now you can apply for your admission in architecture colleges. They have got list of the colleges which are amongst DTE of that state. All the colleges except for deemed colleges. Now, as far as deemed colleges are concerned or deemed universities are concerned, all the states, they can have their own floating of the admission. I mean, still they will have their rule to abide by the rule of Council of Architecture, in the sense you are applying with let's say XYZ deemed university which has got an architecture college in the deemed university. Now that architecture college is also governed by Council of Architecture. The degree will be provided by Council of Architecture. But what you have to look forward for, that is a deemed university of I mean is fully authorized deemed university. One. Secondly, if it is a university in Gujarat, then they have to shell out 50% seats to ACPC. Now instead of DTE Gujarat, they have got ACPC, Admission Council of Professional Courses in Gujarat. Why I am talking Gujarat first? Because most of you are talking in terms of SEPT, NIRMA, MSU, these kind of university, which are the top universities for architecture courses. So there you have to register with ACPC, as well as most of these deemed universities. SEPT is deemed, NIRMA is deemed, MSU is deemed. So you have to apply with these university directly also. Direct application, they will be allotting seats to the all India students on the merit basis, and ACPC is going to allot the uh, seat on the basis of merit rank, but priority given to the localites. That means their own state candidates. So first list will be of their own candidates. Like if you are a resident of, let's say, Madhya Pradesh or UP or Bihar, and you are applying in Maharashtra, then you are registering with DT Maharashtra, you get a preferential, form of filling the preferentials, and then you are applying with the colleges given in that as per rank of the colleges, and that's where probably you will seek my counseling as to where all to apply. That's the reason I am floating a Google form to you. Okay? Are we giving the Google form on the?
I'll confirm it, sir.
Yeah, just confirm it. Where are the Google forms available to our students and to anybody on Google, on YouTube? Okay.
सर दिल्ली के लिए कुछ बता, दिल्ली के लिए बता दीजिए कुछ.
Now let me clarify one thing, friends. Most of the colleges in who are doing very good are deemed colleges or deemed universities. And as far as the question on Delhi is concerned, you should look forward for some of the deemed colleges. And matter I want to clarify you right now. Today, I'm not going to recommend any one university like in a general meeting. Today, I'm only talking about the procedure. So, deemed university, you apply directly with that deemed university. You have to apply with them on website. Again, I'll just name it. Suppose you like to apply with University X, which is a deemed university in Delhi or NCR, you apply it directly with that university, and rest of the things will be taken care of by the university of informing your admission with the Council of Architecture. Okay, that list goes to them. Once you have taken admission in X college, then you are unlikely to apply in other colleges, but nobody can restrict you unless you sum all the credentials and you freeze your seat. Okay, so I will request you to firstly study the colleges and also register with me for your personal counseling in case you want to do that. Okay, for the Google form. I can read you the Google form. As far as my students are concerned, no need of asking it repetitively. You will be getting it on your WhatsApp group. But as far as outsiders are concerned, they can log into www.toprankers.com to get the Google form filled up. Okay, you're getting this mail ID, and you can ask to this website directly, and you will you get the Google form, and then you can apply with it. Okay, So as far as the deemed universities are concerned, yes, you can apply directly with them and as per the seat in your ranking. Now let us work out what percentage have you achieved and how the merit rank will be calculated. Okay, are you all ready? Merit ranks are calculated like this. I tell you, your NATA score is from 200 marks. Either you take out the percentage. Suppose you have scored 120 marks in NATA. Your percentage is 60. This percentage plus the percentage of your higher secondary. Okay? And that percentage you can take best 5 subject, not 4 subject. Okay? Some of you are taking 6 subject. So best of the percentage of 5 subjects. Proper subjects. Okay? That will be the percentage of your higher secondary. Percentage of NATA and percentage of higher will give you, let us say it gives you 80 plus 60 gives you 140. 140 numbers are your merit numbers, but merit percentage will be divided by 2. Divide by 2. This number, percentage of higher secondary and percentage of NATA. Okay, percentage of NATA, not the numbers of NATA. Divide together, divide by 2. So that will be your merit percentage. Okay, depending on this and the seats available, deemed university will offer you seat. Some of them may offer you, if you are very high rank holder and you are likely to go to other university, may offer you some scholarship for retaining a high ranked student in their university. Okay, everybody want to have the final outcome as good architect and well employed architect uh, in the last. So that is how the things work for deemed university. As far as these different bodies are concerned, I'll just read it out. Any student coming from Andhra should apply with APSCHE. APSCHE, Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education. Arunachal Pradesh DTE, Assam DTE, Bihar State Board of Technical Education, SBTE or SBOTE. Okay, Bihar, I remind you, State Board of Technical Education. Chhattisgarh again DTE, Raipur Bilaspur. Goa Director of Technical Education, again that is DTE. Gujarat is ACPCE. ACPCE is Admission Committee for Professional Courses. Then Haryana SBTE, State Board of Technical Education. Himachal Pradesh again DTE. Jharkhand Department of Higher and Technical Education. Okay. Then Karnataka Consortium of Medical Engineering and Dental Colleges of Karnataka. That is COMED-K. Karnataka, I'll repeat, COMED-K is the body. COMEDK, COMED-K. Kerala, it is again DTE, also called as SBTE, State Board of Technical Education. Madhya Pradesh, it is DTE. Maharashtra, again DTE. Manipur, DTE. Meghalaya, Directorate of Higher and Technical Education. Mizoram Department of Higher and Technical Education, Nagaland also SBTE, then Odisha State Council for Technical Education and Vocational Training. Punjab, it is Punjab State Board of Technical Education and Industrial Training. Rajasthan, it is again DTE. Sikkim, it is SBTE. Tamil Nadu, again DTE. Telangana, DTE. Tripura, Director of Technical or Higher Education. Similarly for Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and West Bengal. Friends, you can straight away register yourself with these authorities. You will get a whole lot of list from there only. Also, you can log into Council of Architecture, the official website of COA, Council of Architecture. The whole procedure that I am trying to explain here is also given in Council of Architecture, but of course they do not guide you for deemed universities. Why I am talking deemed university time and again? There are many of them who update their syllabus of teaching almost every month. And as I said, architecture course is not simple, it is dynamic course, so it is more interesting. It is very interesting, and it will be more important for you to remain with a college who is ready to change their syllabus as per the requirement of the day, as per the recent development. And that's where these universities who are deemed, who are ready to change their syllabus as per requirement, many of them, they have got tie-up with foreign universities. Many of them have got a tie-up with foreign universities for improvement of syllabus. And this tie-up is not contraindicated by Council of Architecture, because everybody the course and the syllabi to be updated in a dynamic course. So welcome to take up a college or a deemed university as per the courses available. Yes, you should look forward for the stability and your chances of growing ahead. Okay, I think I have spoken good for this time, and I have also told you what is my requirement for the personal counseling, because as many candidate, as many questions as to where they fit into a good architecture college. There are unfortunately some colleges out of this 550, 600 colleges who have regular faculties. Why take them up? They may get you to the final year, they may get you to through to the certificate or the registration of architecture only with help of visiting faculties, but not a permanent faculty, which again is a problem for you. Like you may not be taken care by the institute in which you are studying at an extent, because visiting faculty have got their decision, their kind of apprehension of pouring in everything. I am not against visiting faculties. I myself was a visiting faculty to an architecture college long back. Of course, that time NATA wasn't there. Architecture used to be just a general course. Like in engineering, you could have taken admission into architecture. But now it's a premium course, and as I told you, it is premium because you're going to be a gazetted officer. So it's a very responsible citizen of the country, and definitely they want you to be educated accordingly. So you should pick up good colleges, decent colleges, reasonably priced also. I will like for your pocket and for your parents' pockets. And let's look forward for your credential. I'll repeat what I will be requiring in my Google form. You can now you got the
Pinned. You will get the link pinned. हमने पिन कर दिया था.
okay. We have pinned the link for your Google form. I'm sure you have already got it, but I will just read it down for you. I just need your name, your mobile number, your WhatsApp number if it is different, email, father's name, father's mobile number, class 12th percentage, NATA score, in case there is JEE percentile available with you, because the second JEE paper hasn't been it doesn't, the results are not yet announced. So, and then your residence, your city where you are residing, or your state, you can say, and then your preference of state for the architecture college in case you want to study away from your home state. So that will be very important for me. Then, if you require personal counseling, you have to give a consent that yes, you require a personal counseling. That is where I'll take into my decided slot. My first slot of counseling will be tomorrow, 10 September, 3 p.m. I know if you haven't filled up the form right now, you get less chance of getting the first slot. Second slot is 4:30 p.m. And yes, of course, you can choose the slot also, because everybody is taken care personally as far as I am concerned. But it will be a still group, not very personal, but it will still be a group for counseling. The third slot will be 6 p.m. tomorrow. Fourth slot will be day after tomorrow, 2 p.m. That's the only slot available on Saturday. And then on Monday, 6 p.m. So you can get yourself ready in case you want my personal guidance onto the admission. Okay, friends, I'll wait for next 2-3 minutes. I'm still talking, but yes, open for the questions. You can write down your question. I'm not taking question as far as your mic is concerned, but you can write down the question on the chat and ask me any relevant question for the admission. Do not ask me on your percentage what college am I going to guide you. That will only come up in my given slots.
What is the good score for now?
Good score for NATA is passing marks, 70. No, you cannot, you are talking again on the marks as to which college you want to go. What is your higher secondary? That will also matter, because both of them are 50-50 as far as the importance is concerned, or their merit rank is concerned. I told you, percentage of NATA, percentage of your higher secondary, divide by 2. Suppose there is a candidate having 90% as higher secondary and 35% as NATA score. So the rank is 60.5 or 60.25. That is the percentage for your merit, or 125 marks. So 62.5, sorry, 62.5, 125 divided by 2. So you're 35 plus 90%. So that will make your merit percentage is 62.5. SEPT was about 84% last year. So that is how you got SEPT at 84%. So was MSU Baroda. MSU Baroda has got another reason for this, because for girl candidate they give free of cost education. So that is it, and of course it is more for the Gujarat girls. It's a high rank college, of course. Any other question, friends?
When will a state counseling session start?
You have to keep logging. The question is, when will the state counseling start? You have to keep logging in with the state counseling body. Keep logging in their website. They will float the notification and then you apply. One very important thing I wanted to tell you, and I forgot telling you in the meantime, was that you be ready with your domicile certificate. Many of you haven't attained 18 years of your age. In both the cases, whether you are attained an age of 18 years or not, your parents' domicile will be valid for your admission in any technical course. So keep your domicile certificate, your parents' domicile certificate ready with you. Apart from your all the credential like your Aadhaar card and all that, you have to have the domicile certificate made up from the local tehsil. Now there may be many parents from other state. Remember one thing: mother coming from Maharashtra, staying in Indore, okay, getting married in Indore. The child want to take admission in Maharashtra. Your mother certificate will help you to get you a B grade domicile candidate. A grade will be you are born and brought up in that state and your parents also belong to that state. So domicile certificate will be very important for your admission. So that preference is A grade, B grade domicile for the state quota. Okay, that is very important even for NITs when those JEE Main things start with Josha.
Best colleges in specific states.
Best colleges in specific states come in for the personal counseling. I'll tell you your state.
Is there any fee for counseling?
I don't charge any fees for to my candidates. I haven't yet decided for the outside state. Sorry, outside my class, not outside the state. I'm sorry. My class student, there is no fees for counseling, friends, and I feel like giving you counseling even without any charges, even if you are from not my institute. I feel like giving you.
Is domicile compulsory?
Domicile is not compulsory for my counseling, but domicile will be compulsory sorry for your final admission in the architecture college or any technical institute or any college, mind you. Even if you are applying within your state, your domicile is required. Every candidate should have your own or your parents' domicile. Abhi nahi hai ready, you get it immediately. Next working day, you get the domicile done. From you have to go to the collectorate in case you are in a big city, or if your parents belong to a small city, Tehsildar will be providing you the domicile certificate. Okay?
Best colleges in different states.
Best colleges in different states. Log in to Council of Architecture, go and whichever name attracts you, find out its credentials, how many years is it running, what are the number of seats is filled up with, and how are their alumni working, what is the syllabus that they are following. For example, I told you some of the colleges, they have got their syllabus tied up with, or they have got a joint venture with some of the foreign universities that may attract you. Okay, so that is where I'm going to guide you to some of the colleges also in my personal counseling.
Good merit marks of this year. Merit of this year.
Good merit marks, I told you, somebody asking good merit marks. Every pass out person is having a good merit mark. I told you if you are having higher secondary, let's say 80%, and your 45%, yeah, 90 marks in NATA is 45% in NATA. Together they will make 125 merit marks, okay, out of 200, and divided it by 2, it will again be the same 62.5 percentage of merit percentage. So that will be good enough for going in a reasonable college. But if you want to have the topmost college, it depends on this year's list. I told you a couple of example. 84 percentage was there, the closing percentage for CEPT last year. Likewise, about 72, 73 percentage merit percentage was there for Nirma College of Architecture in Ahmedabad. Both of them are in Ahmedabad. Okay. But SPI, if you're talking, you have to talk to the JOISA, that is merit list of JEE Main, and you should be passed out with the NATA as per the rule this year. That means just the passing mark of NATA is fine enough, but your rank should be SPA Bhopal would be, SPA Delhi will be somewhere within 1000 merit rank, and of JEE Main, and SPA Bhopal would be somewhere around 2200 approximately for Madhya Pradesh candidates, and similarly for Vijayawada, this could be well within 2000 merit rank.
How can we check all India ranking?
NATA, there is no all India rank. NATA, there is no all India rank. You cannot check it. You just keep on applying, and as they announce the result, you can just check the list who has gone higher up, because there are two lists working together. In Maharashtra, even they take the percentile of the JEE Main as the third list and include that number and announce the merit rank. So they do consider the percentile of JEE Main. That's where I have also asked you. I have pinned you the Google form. You fill up the Google form and you can get the things. Okay. So friends, thank you very much for joining me. And now things are on you. You can apply for the session, and it is a automated Google form. That means if my seats of session 1 are full, then you will be offered only the session 2 or session 3 as per the number of candidate coming on the first come first basis for that particular slot. Okay, I won't be very different, but yes, I will be different with your rank, what you have scored. So I'll read, I'll take the chart, be ready with the chart tomorrow itself, because tomorrow is my first session, and I let you know about it. I'm sure this much of information has been good, and there were few parents also, I believe, in the meeting. I will be entertaining parents even in my personal counseling, so don't have to worry about taken care of. I don't think that the seats are gone. They are still available. There have been few very inquisitive students who have applied with their NATA 1 and NATA 2 and try filling up the seats. But the top colleges do not fill up the seats or announce the seats till they get the final scores. Yes, this is the final score as far as NATA is concerned, and 12th is concerned. Of course, you cannot revise onto that numbers also. So now the ranks will be there, and the deemed colleges will be the first one to fill up their seats. So you be ready with your application and go quickly to these colleges. They'll take sweet time. They will have about a week time to announce their first list. Deemed colleges are filling up faster, and they are better to by rank also, and by following up a good syllabus. They got good faculties, and that's where their seats get filled up very fast. Okay, friends, I think this is good time for us to say bye-bye. And thank you very much for joining me. I'm sure this has been useful to all of you. It's going to be more useful for personal counseling. So see you then. Bye-bye. An important question.